Hello, I'm Nev. I own Neville Fix-It here in Tunbridge and been in the motor trade for since I left school and owned this business and started this business 38 years ago. I'm here with PMM, professional motor mechanic, trying out the new row washer parts cleaner, which is a heated parts cleaner. Currently we use a chemical base, and as with technology within cars, things change. So on an environmentally friendly basis, this is water based, it's heated, and meant to be cheaper to run. That obviously time will tell, but we're going to give it a go. All the techs that have looked at it within our workshop have liked it so far based on just looking at it, and they're going to give it a go over the next few weeks. As with all things, technology moves on, environmentally friendly things come into place, and that's where we want to be within that group of trying these things that are environmentally better for us and of course our kids. So we will see. We've got 3 or 4 weeks that we're going to try this out. So we'll do another report then and they'll get an honest review as to what I actually think. So don't forget to like and subscribe to PMM. Very worthwhile, a lot of information there. And we have done so for many years. So we'll wait, we'll see, and we'll take it from there. Thanks.
So what we've got here, Nev, is the Row 500 machine, stationary, 240 volts. Simply plug the machine in. There we go, the machine's registering there's power to it. It'll check itself, and then, because there's no fluid in, it won't heat up. It's a safety mechanism to stop the heater burning out. It's a water-based system that heats up to 40 degrees. It takes 60 litres on the initial fill. We'll put the fluid in now.
So 60 litres, so that's
3 drums.
3 drums, yeah.
Once we've got the 60 litres of fluid in there, the machine is now registering there's fluid in there and gone into standby mode.
Yeah.
As you can see, the fluid level's good, and that's in eco mode, so that will heat up to 37 degrees. Now if I press the button again, that will activate the pump, and also the machine will heat up to 40 degrees.
Okay.
After 4 hours in inactivity, it'll go back down, it turns off into standby mode. You can also do that, as you see, by pressing the button.
Okay.
That way it reduces the energy consumption of the machine.
Yeah.
So Nev, we've got some foaming in there. Once you get your oils and greases introduced to the system, all the foaming will die down and the fluid will change colour. That doesn't mean to say the fluid's dirty. As long as you're changing the microbial mat monthly, there'll be no oils and greases left in the system, and it'll not reduce the cleaning power of the machine.
When this is running and this is heating, does this have to be running fluid all the time? Because I notice we've got a tap here,
you can
there.
Yeah, do that to your taste. You can let something soak. There's a 10-minute timer on the machine.
Yeah, okay.
So just put that under the nozzle, turn your tap off, press the button, walk away.
How does that know when it's 10 minutes is up?
There's a timer built into the circuit board of the machine.
So you just turn it on there when you're going to open this up, turn it on, and that's it, and then that'll bring it up to its normal speed.
So if you're halfway home of a night, you think I've left the machine on, 10-minute timer, it'll automatically cut out.
Okay, yeah, good, yeah. And then you say, although it's changing colour to the colour of whatever you're cleaning, is there at any stage you need to drain and clean this tank in any way?
Dependent on the dirt that you wash in there.
Right.
The enzymes will not break down dirt. They'll break down oils, greases, turn them back into carbon dioxide and water, but it will not break down the dirt.
Right.
So, depending on the parts that you wash, you may need to remove the dirt after a period of time. But we have machines that have been out there 10, 15 years, they've never been cleaned out.
Okay, so you're going to get a silt level in the
Yeah,
bottom.
exactly,
is what
that's the
you're
best way
saying.
to describe
Yeah,
it.
yeah, okay, okay. And then the mat, where does the mat go?
Filter mat, as you can see, if I can just show you there, if I just hold that up to the light there,
Yeah.
you can see the dark patch in the middle.
Yeah.
That's where the bulb are freeze dried into the a wheat germ. That goes in there, white side up, blue side down. And what we do then, we just run the fluid over the mat. That will wash the bugs into the system and they form what's called a colony.
Right.
The bugs have only got a lifespan of around 30 working days, 28, 32. So the mat needs to be changed monthly.
So irrelevant of the amount of cleaning the tank does,
Yes,
you still have to change it once a month
that's it.
because of the lifespan of the bugs.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we have two green lights signifying the machine's heating up to normal working temperature, 42 degrees, which is the best temperature for cleaning and also for the microbes to live at. We can also take the machine back down into eco mode by pressing the button to reduce the energy consumption, and it will do that automatically after 4.5 hours of not being used.
Okay. Okay.
If you turned off on the wall or the machine hasn't been used for 3 days, the microbes will start to die off because of the loss of heat in the unit, and we'll reintroduce the microbes by putting another filter mat in there.
I see.
And also, by leaving it plugged in, you are actually saving money, because if you turn the machine off overnight, it'll take 45 minutes to heat up every day, which is 45 minutes of electricity consumption,
Yeah.
instead of just cutting in and
So
out.
which is going against its green credentials.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So what we have here, Nev, is a product called Microbial Booster. It's a variation on the bugs that are in there, and it's 100 times more concentrated than the filter mat. So that will help reduce the silt in the bottom of the tank and reduce the need for a clean out.
How often should you put that in?
Around every 3 months that should go
Right.
in.
So we're looking at every month putting a microbiome
Yeah.
mat in it,
Yep.
and then every 3 months one of
Correct.
them.
But don't put that in until you've got your oils and greases in the machine.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
after a 3-month period, don't put that in straight away.
No,
Otherwise
no.
they've got nothing to feed on.
Okay, right, yeah. So with use and heat, there's got to be a certain amount of evaporation. How will we know when to top up? And is it a case of just adding a litre of 2 to the unit?
No,
Or
you should always add the full 20 litre container. We know that's a measured 20 litres, and you should use that in around the 12-week period.
right,
It may vary by a week, but that's not the issue.
okay,
We know the machine uses around 20 litres of fluid over a 12-week period, so you
Right.
should always add a full 20 litre drum. That way we
Okay.
know it's a measured 20 litres, and if you use it in a shorter space of time, we will then know there's an issue with the machine.
right. So at what point? I mean, how do we know how much fluid is in there?
So when that 12-week period comes up or around there, you'll get a red light at the top and the machine will disable. It won't pump.
Right.
You put the full 20 litres in, and then as soon as it registers in the tank, the machine will begin to work once more.
So ultimately, we could wait for the red light to come on before we top it up.
Always wait for the red light to come on.
Right.
before
Okay.
you
So
put
it's
it
not an automatic 12-week dump
No.
it in.
Always wait for the red light, the machine to cut out.
Okay. So yeah, because that would be my concern. You know, not
Yeah.
knowing exactly what's in there, we can keep topping it up.
No.
Yeah.
Only put the amount that the machine
20
requests. Yeah.
litres when that red light
Yeah.
comes on.
If you do put too much fluid in there, as a safety precaution again, the machine will cut out. So just put the fluid in when the machine requests fluid with the red light.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
We've also got there now filter change calendar, so you can keep track of each month with a whiteboard marker. The manual for the machine. Pat test sheets to make sure the machine complies with the pat test, and the safety data sheets for the mat and the fluid that's in the machine.
Okay. Lovely. And this. So yeah, just wipe this off.
Yeah, wipes off.
Yeah.
Just allows you to keep track of the monthly
Yeah. Okay.
filter change. the mat change.
Okay, okay. Well, it seems simple enough. So we'll give it a go and see where it goes.
I'll also leave you this if I can. It's my card. If you need any technical data or any information, just give me a call and we can help you along with that.
All right, Andy, that's great. Okay, well, thanks for that. I appreciate it.
Cheers, Nev.
Okay, I'll see you out.
Yeah.
So if I've got any problems, I'll give you a call. Okay.
By all means, Nev.
Cheers, mate.
Have a good
very
day.
much.
Cheers,
and
bye.
you. Cheers, mate. Take care.